Welcome to Malawi. This is the part 2 of our myth debunking session. I'm joking, I'm not in Malawi, I'm actually in South Africa. And being in South Africa, we have to comply with a lot of bylaws as well as regulations. Many of you guys don't know that Fast Fuels is actually a licensed petroleum wholesaler by the Department of Energy. We hold a fuel license, which allows us to sell biofuels, jet fuel, aviation fuel. And in order, or with us holding a license, we have to ensure a certain level of compliance. So firstly, number one, a license allows us to purchase fuel or petroleum products directly from an oil major. And that allows us to conform to a certain standard. The fuels that we sell has to be regulated, whether it's the petrol, whether it's the diesel. And I think one of the topics of discussion recently is ethanol. Why is ethanol not being able to be sold at a retail service station or at a pump? We know that a lot of the performance customers want to use it as an octane booster or power additive. And it's all good and well. And we have to obviously, as a wholesaler, make sure that we take the necessary precautions. So very important for us is when we sell ethanol, we make sure that we purchase it directly from a supplier. There's no middleman. We purchase in a bulk tanker. When we purchase the product, we're not allowed to put it into our bulk tanks because of regulation, okay? If you do sell ethanol, you got to keep it in a below ground tank. The reason for that is that the product obviously changes. Besides that, the fire permits or the fire bylaws will not allow you to store a product at a certain flash point, which is a class 1 flammable goods like petrol above the ground. We have a lot of experience in this. As you guys know, we are the only approved supplier at Kyalami International Raceway. I mean, we've filled a lot of international events, and in accordance to that, we've received a lot of permits directly from the JMPD in accordance or consultation with Kyalami. Now, yes, it does make us a specialist in the field. We are able to talk about it and we are able to give you advice. But one of the reasons is why we don't store ethanol in these tanks or why we wouldn't want to sell it is also because of the Department of Energy. We're not allowed to sell fuels higher than a 10% ethanol. And in order for you to do so, you got to get a special permission from SARS. That is why, as a race fuel company, we have to manufacture our fuels. We have to batch test them to make sure that the quality is there. And by making sure that the quality is batch tested, we're also able to ensure that we protect your engine and ultimately protect your asset. When it comes to our race fuels, we're also regulated by the Department of Energy, where we have to get special permits in bulk for 1 or 2 unleaded at a racetrack, at a race event. But when it comes to the resale of race fuels, we're only allowed to do it in a pack container. So that pack container needs to have a technical data sheet. It needs to have a MSDS, a material safety data sheet, and all of that information is on our website. We are actually the only company that tests our fuels that can provide you with a technical data sheet that's up to date, as well as a material safety data sheet. And that's a call out to the other companies. They know who they are. It's very easy to buy something, put it into a tin, slap a label on, and say, wow, I've got a product. But when things go south, you need to be able to have a measurement or test methods to ensure that the product is yours. The part 3 of this episode is we're going to take you guys inside and show you what happens to our products, how do we test our products, how do you make sure that our fuel is ours, and basically what goes on behind the scenes at Fast Fuel. So thank you for watching this video. Please ask us any technical question. We are South Africa's #1 performance fuel company, and I don't think anybody out there can challenge us technically. So please feel free, hit us up, message us, WhatsApp us, phone me, my number's online, and ask us any question that's technically related with regards to fuel. Thank you very much.